Hey, this is Mike. Welcome to the Wandering Minds podcast.
I'm Mickey, and today we have Kevin Boehm.
Kevin, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Good to have you back.
Oh, good to be back.
So tell us the big news.
So, I booked a fight with 8 weeks notice.
Woo!
That's a lot.
Isn't that awesome?
Last
yeah.
time it was
Last time it was 9 days.
9 days. Yeah.
9 days. And actually, Ahmed is fighting November for the number 7 spot.
Okay.
So went straight from debut to top 10.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? So that was a good...
It was good to see him.
Yeah.
It was good to see him, So I'm fighting the person who I actually replaced on 9 days. So...
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you know what? I might have went out and took that licking on short notice for you, but,
Yeah. You're coming with vengeance
I'm
this time.
coming with vengeance on this one. But also, I'm grateful. Thank you for whatever mishaps happened because it got me where I need to be.
Yeah.
And
So
now I get to see you.
Yeah.
So, got an opponent, and the name is Kaya Kamaka III.
Ooh.
This guy's fought in Bellator. He's fought in UFC, back to Bellator. Clean
He's
fighter,
established.
man. He's doing good.
Yeah.
So I would expect nothing less.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
Nice.
the opportunity.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
training like a freak right now, like hurting a lot. I don't know if you guys see.
I see.
We play hard.
Yeah.
But 8 weeks.
8 weeks. How's that feel? How's that feel? Like mentally, obviously 9 days is one thing, but 8 weeks, how's that feel?
Feels so good, man.
Yeah.
Like there's that stage of every time we all talk about always stay ready. That's cool. You can always stay ready, but you'll never be as good as me at the end of an 8-week camp.
Yeah. Right.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
You can't maintain the level of training that I'm putting in right now.
Yeah.
You can't. I've been working out. I've been staying in, I've also been I've been coaching, but I've been getting my training in, been getting my rolls in. But when I switch to camp mode, when I tell myself in 8 weeks I'm going to come out the biggest monster the world has ever seen from Kevin Boehm. My dude's pretty cut. Cool. I want to be shredded.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
I'm I get 8 weeks to create something, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I mean, I could tell. I could feel it.
I'm lining up, traveling upstate to Portland. My training schedule, I'm on there Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I got my training schedule here in Eugene. I got my lifting schedule here in Eugene. At home, when I'm not up in Portland, I have a Brent Primus at home, the 155 former world champ for Bellator. Dude's a savage.
Yeah.
Right? And I have him right in my backyard as a friend who I can go meet up in the gym with, and he can punch me in the face and make me look pretty. So if I get 8 weeks to adjust and have a guy like that, who's also in February, I believe. I don't know the exact date, but anyways, he's going to be in the 155 tournament for $1 million.
Ooh.
So I have a Brent Primus who has that in his mind as he trains.
The focus, the driven.
Yes. So all the stars aligned for my camp. This is perfect. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've
badass.
checked this dude out, and he's got a pretty good follow, and he's got a really fancy, pretty page. 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
What? It's exciting because I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, you are.
I'm gonna take it. But I'm over here just grinding, man.
Yeah.
I'll say, even with me training, 3 days into my fight camp, the first day of fight camp, my biggest thing is I'm just gonna start sprinting, and I'm gonna push. I've always said this, and maybe it's not the right mentality, but it's my mentality and the way I train. in the beginning, I'm going to push every day until I'm broken and hope that each day I push a little farther before I break.
Yeah.
And then by the end, you're going to have to push me real hard to reach that breaking point.
Right.
But like, trust me, I'll leave every day at practice shaking, so dead, dragging out of my car. That's okay.
Yeah.
I go up, have a little bit of rest, go back up. Yeah, I'm also training intelligently.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like murder myself. Like my diet's on par. My recovery is on par. My sponsor, Back to Strength Chiropractics. First of all, that guy is a stud. He just went out and killed it in his jiu-jitsu tournament. Took first place, rear naked choked every single one of the guys in the tournament.
Nice.
Has a killer rear naked choke. And he's like one of my main training partners back home. Cool. He's just got that beast mentality during practice. He was a college lacrosse player. He knows how to win.
Yeah.
Knows, like, has that matching mentality. I have Brent who has that matching mentality. I got all these training partners who like have this killer mentality, and there's no room for a bad day.
Yeah.
There's, like, of course, some days you'll be the nail, some days you'll be the hammer, but everybody's pushing so hard. I'm not going with slackers.
Yeah.
Right. And
well, you're with winners.
I'm with winners.
Yeah. Right.
And so, like, part of my recovery with Back to Strength Chiropractics. Sorry, I just got excited to talk about how awesome that guy is. He's more than just a chiropractor. He understands the movements and like physical recovery, kind of rehabbing and strengthening and conditioning and all that kind of stuff. So I'm seeing that guy like 2-3 times a week. We're meeting up like 7:30 in the morning, go get my adjustments, go through a little bit of just like recover from the practice the night before.
Well, it helps that he knows the sport.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
he knows the aches and pains. He knows like, hey, if something's hurting, let's have you work this kind of thing, or maybe watch this area. But also, like, I love it. So like the other day, I go do like 16 5-minute rounds with a bunch of brown and black belts in the morning. Come straight back from Portland, have like 20 minutes to like eat something, get back into another comp team full of killers back in Eugene. And I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I'm pushing pushing hard.
Yeah.
And like, and I have the kind of training partners who aren't going to be like, oh, let me go a little light around it. He's like, cool. Whap, 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 whap. I'm going to keep attacking you. Like, hell yeah. Oh, get up. Yeah. Come on. Get up. Come on. Like, pushing. So I'm sitting there the whole time like, all right, let me put that strong guy face on. Yeah. Let's go. Like, he's going to show me no mercy.
Yeah. Which is exactly what you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because guess what? Like 8 weeks of that, oh man, I can't wait. Yeah. One thing I noticed when you start like getting into camp, you go do all this crazy stuff that was at one point it was like gassing you out. Like, and then all of a sudden you're like going through that same motion. Nothing. Okay, is anything going to get harder? They have to keep increasing the level of intensity, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's why there's things like Shark Tanks. That's why there's like, okay, well, this person's in fight shape. We're going to throw 5 fresh guys at him in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, every minute, that person's going to give you their best for a minute. Next person's going to give you his best for a minute, for 5 minutes, for 5 rounds. Wow. So, total of 25 minutes. You have alternate bodies. You just jump.
Is there any tapping out in that, or is there just go?
Like, if you can't quit. Yeah. Like, essentially, like if somebody catches me in a sub, tap out, get back on your feet, restart, go. Yeah. Like,
so there's no breaks.
There's no breaks. No,
you may tap out, but you're tapping out just to get replaced.
Yeah. If anything, like, I'm tapping because this is getting stalled too much. Let's continue the action. Or like, you caught me in a submission. There's no like, oh, you got me. Anyway, that was really good. Hey, what'd you do there? No, they're just like, shut the fuck up, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, there's no stalling that, right? Yeah. So it's just dudes attacking you non-stop. You take your 1 minute rest in between rounds. Mm-hmm. And you watch everybody who just had 4 minutes rest before they cycle back in. You're like, all right. But still, like, my mentality and the mentality is like, even with me tired, I'm going to try to gas you out within your 1 minute.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to try to push so hard that you're done by the end of your minute. And then they're going to throw the next guy and I'm going to try to break him. And they're going to throw the next guy, I'm going to try to break him.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if I'm lucky, they'll throw me like a way smaller person. And I'll be like, I'm definitely breaking him. No, that doesn't happen.
That doesn't, but that's your
happen.
mentality though, for real though, right? It's not just talk. That's how you fucking do
That's
it.
how I train.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I could get through, like, I can go do those rounds and like know that I'm at an extreme disadvantage. And especially like one thing that's common is like during like fight camp, like that kind of stuff will happen and people will get me and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. I'm like, how did they get me? Forget the fact, like, forget any of the disadvantage. How did they get me? Damn it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So I need to be like I'm like constantly pushing myself, even right now, to the point where like I'm hitting breaking points. Like, I'm like, dang it. I'm like breaking, but damn it. Like, and I don't accept stuff like, oh, it's okay, man. You're tired. Like, you're fresh in camp. Like, you know, you trained really hard today.
Yeah.
No,
that's pussy shit.
That's pussy shit. But like, you know, like, so we went in, just last weekend, I had 4 guys fight and we went 3-0-1. And there was, when I say like a judge's mess up, I don't mean like, oh, like they were more biased towards grappling. Oh, they were more biased towards striking, you know, like they didn't score correctly. No, they straight up were like messing up on the card and had to recall it, like originally called it a loss. And then was like, wait, sorry, it was a draw. You liars. You were saving face. You didn't want to take the medal back, you know.
Where was this?
This was, so, not to throw the judges under the bus, but also, I don't like judges. This was at FCFF, one of Oregon's most like notorious amateur promotions, one of the longest running amateur promotions, filled with talent. So to go out there, and I just coached a team into like essentially 4-0.
Yeah.
Like our first, like a lot of debut fighters, and like we've won a title fight. We beat some other notable gyms. Like I was able to like coach. I built a coaching schedule around my training schedule, and I'm able to push these guys with the mindset and like with the kind of push that I would expect from me. And we were victorious.
And they were winners.
And every one of them felt so good.
Hell yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Was it co-ed or is that the word I'm looking for?
I think that's the word.
Yeah. Was it male, female?
Embers fought for FCFF.
Oh, okay.
You know, like they kind of do all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like coaching the guys was pretty awesome. Like I gotta like push them. But like now I'm getting to be a little more selfish. Oh, so where I was going with that though, is there was the draw that like came out, and one of the guys was like going back and talking to my fighter, and he was telling him, he was like, you know, just to get out there in the cage, that's a win. And I was like, I might sound like an asshole, but no, it's not. Like, to go out there and win is to win.
Yeah.
Like, to go out there, like, especially in the amateur promotions, it doesn't take, I could sign you up for a fight next week, right?
Yeah.
I could sign you up for a fight next week with no experience. You know, like, we can muff it on the paperwork a little bit. Like,
yeah.
Please don't.
Like, it's so, like, that kind of stuff, like, we run that mentality.
Yeah.
Like, no, winning is winning.
So it's not like going to a bar and singing karaoke. This is the shit. Get in there and fight and win.
Yes, exactly. Like, I don't play participation trophies.
Yeah,
I've like done like World Series tournaments and stuff and got second, went home, threw my medal away. Like I was mad.
Yeah,
like
I feel that.
I don't participate in that game.
Yeah.
I feel like that's our culture anymore. Is like just you were there, you tried.
You did well.
Yeah.
You did well. It sucks because so like, my fiance, you know, like we had my soon to be step kid. He went out and competed, and he didn't win. He, you know, I was proud of him for competing. Let me say that.
Yeah.
I was proud of him for putting in the work and going out and doing stuff, you know. And so like they were talking about something happened with the show where a lot of the medals, there was something went wrong, and so they were going to mail people medals, and like, but he didn't get even in the top 3. So I was like, what? Why are they going to mail a medal?
Yeah.
Well, he went out there and it meant a lot. Let's not teach him that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm very like, go out there, compete, take your lickings, get better.
Yeah.
Look, I went out and I lost in front of the whole world in Bellator. There's a little bit of like, I'm proud I made it. Mm-hmm. I do feel like I belong there.
Yeah.
But all these people coming up to me and telling me that that was enough to make it and how that's still fascinating, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's why I'm there and you're not.
Yeah.
Because I'm pissed at it.
Yeah.
Like, I know that, like, I could do better. And I'm so excited with this 8 weeks because I'm like, I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you. I don't want no pity talks.
Well, and it's easy for somebody who isn't a fighter to say that shit. Mm-hmm. It's like, you're a competitor. You're a warrior. Losing is fucking losing.
It hurts. If losing didn't hurt, you don't want to win enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, I hate to say it, but like, I've had big fights where like I've come up short. I don't take it well.
Yeah.
I don't even appreciate when I see people like take a loss. Like they just shake it off. Like, I'm like, you know, that had to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, a real winner, that hurt. That really hurt.
A champion-minded person.
Mm-hmm. Like,
wants that shit.
It sucks because I'm not telling you to go be a sore loser.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not telling you to go be a sore loser. But what I am telling you, expect the best of yourself.
Yeah.
And don't settle for less. Right?
100%.
It's funny. What's going through my mind is like the people who just like bury their emotions because of like childhood trauma.
Right?
That's all.
I got some of that too. Come on. It's the reason I'm so hard on myself.
Right?
Suck it up.
Right?
So speaking of that, where is your fight at? So I'm not familiar with any of that type of stuff.
December 9th. I hope I'm saying that date right. December 9th in Connecticut.
Oh.
At the Mohegan Sun.
Okay. So I wasn't sure if it was local. I think it would be really cool. So can people watch it?
Yeah, one of the great parts about Bellator, they stream a lot of the early cards on like YouTube.
Okay.
So they take advantage of that YouTube, right? It's funny because YouTube used to be like, dang, really? It's on YouTube? Like, that's kind of cool. Yeah. There's not much, but YouTube's huge.
Oh, yeah.
So that means like the average 150 to 200,000 views per card. Like, that's dope. Yeah. And YouTube, I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know much about pay-per-view, but like I've never seen what the pay-per-view numbers exactly are. Yeah. Like, you know, I could see on YouTube.
You can see who's watching. Yeah.
When I talk about my sponsors and stuff like that, look, I get to tell you now. Look, you want to see how many this is going to get? Let's pull up this YouTube page. Yeah. Okay, they got 4 million people on Instagram. Oh, they got this on YouTube. I go pull an impressive win out. Like, I guarantee you get seen.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so it's pretty exciting. And then they also go on Showtime with the main card.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, but it's exciting.
No, it's totally fun.
So
I think it would be fun to watch it live.
Yeah. Where are you at weight-wise?
Perfect.
So you're right. You're sitting right where you need to be.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you, like, I'm lighter now with 8 weeks to go than when they called me with 9 days. Like,
well, I remember you when you got down, you said that you were just gonna stay there.
Oh yeah, I'm learning to, and you know, like as I increase my strength and stuff, my body puts on weight pretty quick. Yeah. So just managing, like I'm gonna let myself even go up a little bit to come down a little bit. Yeah. But weight's perfect. Good. Like. Weight's perfect.
So there won't be a cut issue, nothing like that. Yeah, good.
No. Like, you know, one of the things one of my managers kind of talked to me about was like, hey, we're going to get you into the coach and talk about your diet. Coach knows me. He goes, you got 8 weeks, you're fine. I'm like, I'm good. I diet. I know how to do this stuff. Like, so last time was just the fact that I tried to do too much too fast.
Well, and it was such a short notice fight.
Mm-hmm. I talked to a doctor about it and told him, he's like, that's impossible. Yeah. I'm like, I almost did it though. Yeah. I almost did it though.
You were right there.
Yeah, you were so close.
Like, I think I missed by 0.6.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a small amount. I remember you saying.
But like, down like 20, 25, like, so in 9 days. So I was like, there will be a difference.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
My weight's on par. And then, so from here on out, like my cardio is feeling good. I didn't go sit on the couch, like my cardio is feeling good. So everything can only get better.
Yeah.
Everything can only get fine tuned. And we're taking an already nice thing that we got and making it better.
Yeah.
So I'm ecstatic.
When are you gonna head there? Are you going like a week out or a couple days out, or what's that? How's that looking?
I think it could be a week ahead.
Okay.
I think. I know even when the fight was like 8 hours away from me, they put me out there like 3, 4, 5 days. I don't even remember, but yeah, they put me out there pretty early.
Okay.
Because I remember being a little worried about like never doing a weight cut week without my gym.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm staying in a casino and doing my biggest cut. Not necessarily my biggest cut, but like, and doing a giant cut while staying in a little hotel in a casino. Mm-hmm. And like, so take all my meals up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be different.
It is going to be different.
Excited, guys. Yeah. I'm so excited. I get a fight camp and I don't get worried about the work that has to be put in.
Yeah.
I get excited to see what kind of a monster I can make.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I am coming out there with a little bit of a bitter taste in my mouth. And I'm training like a freak right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I don't know if you guys can tell.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I mean, you have to be. That's what you have to be.
Oh, well, something you've always, when you were talking about it last time, is like you manifest these things, you talk about it. And so to see those things come to fruition is so exciting.
You know what's crazy? I've been telling everybody, November or December.
Yeah.
November or December.
Well, I think I remember our last podcast, you even said around that time.
Yep.
You did.
Yeah.
So,
and I already, because speak things into existence enough times, you got to be careful what you say.
Right.
Get them, right?
Yeah.
So
True.
I've been saying that, and I've been staying at home, like preparing to get a call for December, and not letting myself be a slacker, not letting my weight get up, not being like, hey, because there was a lot of times I was talking to my manager, and he was like, a lot of the guys are getting pushed off to even January, December, maybe November. I'm like, November's getting a little close.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I get that text, and it was December.
Yeah.
And it's 8 weeks. Everything I want. Nothing, like,
no excuses.
No excuses. But not only that, right on my terms. I feel like this is exactly how I want it.
Yeah.
This is exactly how I was saying it was going to go. Everything's going to go good. I'm going to go win. I'm going to go get that W.
Yep.
I'm going to go show them why they're going to keep me in the big shows. This is my chance to show Bellator why they're going to like me.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
I can't be the happiest about my performance in Ahmed. No, it didn't happen good. Right. But I showed them that, like, I'll show up against the toughest people in the world on 9 days notice.
Yep.
Now let me show you why I did that, not out of I want to fight. I did that because I see that I can be one of the toughest guys in the world.
Yeah.
I did that because I'm like, I'll be that guy.
Yeah.
My mindset's different. I'm working with mindset coaches. I'm
nice.
Like, so I'm a whole different animal than when I got in there. I'm ready. I'm ready to tear this dude apart. I'm so ready.
Yeah. What's his main thing?
He's kind of like he goes out as a boxer, wrestler, pretty well rounded.
Okay.
And like, without like even revealing too much.
Yeah.
I like his style.
Okay.
For me.
For you. Yeah.
So,
and clearly so did Bellator.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not even going to run an underdog in my head. I'm not calling myself an underdog.
No.
If they see that, they see wrong.
Yeah.
Like, and it's perfect because it's just a chance to prove to them I'm not.
Yep.
I don't see myself losing this fight. I don't see any position where this guy will outdo me. And anything that I need to get stronger, I'll do it in 8 weeks. I will have the best people attack me with their best tools, and I will make sure that like there's no chinks in my armor, and it will be there.
Yeah.
And like I'll be at a shape where it doesn't matter if we stand and slug for 15 minutes without one breath. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like guaranteed.
What weight class are you guys at?
145.
145. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like hitting like 162. And so last time they called me, I was like 65. But 3 days before they called me, I was at 73.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You started to cut on your own.
I started to cut on my own because
you're like, oh, it's
I'm like, it is around. Maybe I'll get a call.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm quitting that maybe stuff. No, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
You've already proven that.
All right. There's the ability, man, the ability to speak things into existence. I just keep doing it.
Yeah, you just keep proving it over and over.
Right. Why deny it? Why deny it? Right. I do everything on my part to make sure when it aligns and that I'll be ready.
Yeah.
Right. There's something about like when opportunity meets preparation, you get greatness.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Do you
ready.
think that your coaching prior to this camp that's coming, do you think that coaching other people helped kind of dial mentality in wise?
Yeah. One, we went out and had a lot of success with me coaching.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, was this your first time that
This
you
was
had
the first
coached?
time as a head coach, I've taken a team out to an event.
Okay.
Not just.
And you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, we knocked
Yeah.
it out of the park against some very notable people.
Yeah, well, I guess that's baseball term. What's the term for?
Knocked it out of the park. We did it.
People get knocked out.
But-
It's okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, they just get knocked out.
Yeah. But yeah, like one of the things that came with me coaching, and I've been running a program for a while, and now I built this program so that it wouldn't affect my training at all.
Oh, nice.
I'm not like at a sacrifice. I can still be selfish. It's my job that it's essentially like I quit working to become a full-time fighter, and my income is to be there from the portions of class when I coach. All my training's done by that time. I've got doubles in by that time. I've created a team now. Maybe I can get a triple in, right? Like,
Yeah,
they're still
true.
amateurs, but like, I'm telling them like, if you guys want to help me, just show up, be there, right?
Which in turn is helping them.
Which is in turn going to help them. And like, there's a certain thing about going with like, in jiu-jitsu, they call it white belts, or early amateurs in MMA, newer people, right? You'll benefit from going at the highest level of training partners, and there's still benefits of going with white belts, right? So when I go against an expert, a black belt, go into a Bellator, a UFC caliber fighter, I'm pretty much only going to use my best tools. I'm only going to use what I'm best at. I'm not going to use throwaway stuff or stuff that I'm kind of learning. That shit'll get me beat up.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to bring my best tools. When I go against a white belt, when I go against a newer guy, I could play with stuff. I could get views, and I could sharpen up that tool and raise it from like a throwaway to maybe it's something I really like and it becomes a new best tool one day.
Yeah.
But I'll have mastered that. But so there's an advantage of being able to go with these guys.
Yeah.
And then coaching makes me think everything out. I'm like, I already obsess over fighting, but I obsess over the little details. I obsess over like the inches, not just like the overall, but the little details that create the big picture.
Yeah.
Right. And so being a coach, it helped me tune into that stuff.
Yeah.
It helped me like we have, as somebody who's been fighting for a decade, I have tons of stuff in the books, right? Tons of stuff in my arsenal. Some stuff I have to go back and wipe the dust off of. Okay, cool. Like, oh yeah, this is what I needed in the very beginning. This is what got me to the shows. Yeah. This is somewhere that was really good. I'm going to go coach that, and I'm going to talk about every little detail of that. I'm going to give that to these new guys. It's their newest, greatest thing. But it's also allowing me to remind myself of what's still there.
Yeah.
Right.
That's great.
So just, it put me, yeah, everything is lining out so perfect. I couldn't be more confident in this camp. Like, there's no reason for me not to go out and destroy.
Yeah.
Like I know this guy's at a good camp. He's at Extreme Couture. He's got good training partners. Cool. That's awesome. Right. I don't care.
Yeah.
I got in my head a little bit last time about like, oh, he's got Khabib.
Yeah.
Oh no, like, I'm going against a Russian while the Russians are in or what's hot right now. They're killing it. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I've adjusted my mindset. I'm tuned in.
Yeah.
Right. And
you want the best. Because that's going to bring the best out of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, this guy's a clean striker, and I'm like, perfect. I like fighting a clean striker. Right. It just keeps me clean.
Yep.
It makes me look nice. Like let him do what he does. I'm going to do what I do better. Right. I'm so confident.
Good.
It won't go away.
Yeah.
This is here.
It's not going away.
This is the mindset that I've, like, when I was going through the amateurs and I was going through the regional pro scene, like, the only people I put myself behind and I had a problem of was the big shows. I'd be like, dang, like, no, I remember I always tell myself I'm one of those guys who's destined for the big shows. It's going to happen. So in my head, I had no trouble being confident over a regional fighter. I'm like, no, I'm going to smash this guy. I am the best here. And so I always had an extreme amount of confidence. And then, like, it kind of withered when I got up there. I'm like, okay, now I'm against the people I was putting myself behind. No, not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I'm going in with those big show fighters, and I'm like going in and training with the guys who are in the top of the world. And I'm like, I'm going to get you today.
You belong here.
I belong here.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you today. Oh, you got me. I'll get that round back tomorrow. I'm going to get you today. I'm not settling for like, oh, that guy beat me up. But it's okay. He's a top ring fighter in the world.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Well, and I think that's part of society today also is you justify failure. No. You don't fucking justify failure. You fucking win.
Yeah.
You want to win.
Don't justify
failure.
Like we've spoke before about like taking self-inventory.
Yeah.
Do it. It hurts to like let that hurt.
Yeah.
Let that hurt happen. Right. Like if you're getting beat up, go home and figure it out. Don't just be like, oh, it's okay. He's really good.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Right.
Like,
right.
Sorry for my language. But
no, that's what it's all about.
Guys, I'm a whole different fighter than like even I was like as I went into that last one. I'm so confident.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've said that enough, but
well, and that's another part of the manifestation. You have to be. You're in a fucking blood sport, literally. You have to be confident. Just to keep you fucking at your level you want to be. You just are who you are. This is where I'm fucking at, top of the fucking world, and the world hasn't caught me yet.
And I'm putting in the work.
Yeah.
Right? You don't get this kind of confident without the work. Right? You're confident in the results of your efforts. Right?
Yep.
I'm very confident because of my effort.
Yeah.
I'm very confident because I know how hard I'm working. And, so that's what separates it is like, it's easy to not be confident when you see holes in your game. Like when you know that you're not giving everything you got. It's a lot harder to reach this level of confidence, right? You can't fake this stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's, like I said, it's confidence comes from a result of effort. Yeah. Like that's all.
Absolutely.
And I'm putting in the effort and I'm going to get the results.
Yep.
Right. And just watch. like, there's an old me that would be like scared to even announce this stuff. And because I'm like, what if I like go out there and I'm so confident and I get beaten up and everybody's going to be like, oh, he was so confident. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, right.
If the world provides this man a miracle,
yeah,
and something happens against me, it will be a miracle.
It will be, and it's not going to happen.
It's not going to
happen. So we won't even talk about that shit.
No, nobody's. This is my chance. This is my time. This is my opportunity.
Absolutely.
I'm so ready. And I'm 8 weeks away.
Hell yeah,
man.
Hell yeah.
8 weeks of not working a full-time job. Like I've been doing this stuff so often, working 40 hours of construction, going straight to a gym and training 4 or 5 hours a night, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Like, and without even having to like adjust my like lifting and stuff like that, not being working that grueling job and draining my energy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm so much stronger. I'm on another level.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I'm not going in fatigued. I'm giving 100% to practice.
Yeah.
And there's no way in my head that I can give 100% to anything and fail. Not
Absolutely.
that kind of person.
Yeah.
Like it's not a real thing.
Yeah.
If I give 100%, I'm sorry for you.
You're winning. Right. Yeah, right.
Hey, you can go give 100% too. That's cool.
Yeah.
My 100% is going to be better.
Hell yeah.
It just is. There's no other way. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Right. I get the kind of anxiety towards a fight, like towards this kind of a fight. I'm like sitting there when I have already done all the work and I feel like I need to go work some more. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dang, I already ran a double, ran two. I like left practice shaking and oh man, I feel like I kind of want to go run 5 miles. Like,
conditioning up a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about sponsors. Let's talk about sponsors. Shout out your sponsors, but also you obviously right now, you're willing to take in more.
I have the Wandering Mind podcast. Woo. Hey guys, this is. I'm so grateful for that. Absolutely, I'm so grateful.
We love doing
for the kind of system we run. Like there's the systems like I tell people you could jump on a fight camp or you could stay on the train with me.
Yeah.
Stay on the train with me and like we'll only go up together.
Yep.
Right. I've got some potential spot. I got Ben Ballard's construction. He's already like committed into, he's going to be sponsoring me and it's super cool because that's a buddy of mine who I watched start this company as a young man, as a contractor, and now he's killing it, doing giant projects, subcontracting guys out left and right. Just went and opened Ballard's gas station out in Junction City.
Nice. Oh,
wow.
He's younger than me, and but he was like a stud wrestler. And like went to Oregon State to wrestle. So he's got a winning mentality. Yep. He's got a family that really supports him. His wife supports him. Shoot, they're not even sponsoring. His wife runs a great advertising company like the Google and Facebook and run some advertising companies. So they have such a great team together.
Nice.
Like I am so happy to have them on board.
Yeah.
Right. And like I've been with him since the jump, watched him do this stuff and build this company into something awesome. And one of my favorite things is to see a company succeed, to see my friends succeed. Right. I love it. I love it. I'm so proud of everybody That's around me. I only surround myself with people who are trying to win. Mm-hmm. And I know effort, like I said, results from your effort. Absolutely. That's what success. Absolutely. I watch these people get results from their effort. Those are the people I'm around. Yeah. Those are the people I'm very, very happy to represent for a sponsorship position. Nice. Oh, yeah. My uncle over at Flashback Grill, I haven't even bugged him about the sponsorship yet. I just know he's with me.
Yeah.
And regardless, I don't mind. It's my family. If something happened, they just opened up a sweet shop on Main Street as well.
In Springfield?
Main Street Sweets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Was Amber talking about it? Maybe Amber was talking about it before.
I've never heard of it.
No, they just opened in October.
Okay, cool. So
Just nothing but-
Flashback Grills now opened up.
Main Street Suites.
Main Street Suites. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Right downtown Springfield on the main street.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So like it's another one where like I watched my uncle go into a restaurant and worked as a chef. Like he's and then and if you ask him, I'm learning. He won't even call himself a chef. He says that's a notorious title. Like you earned that title.
Yeah.
All right. So he worked as a cook, worked his way up to management, dropped back down, became a waiter, worked his way up in there, became general manager. They moved him out to go open up or to go run a BJ's restaurant in Puyallup.
Yeah.
Bought him a house and everything. Like worked his way up, take care of his family that way. Came back home, ran a few more restaurants over here, and then finally started his own.
Nice.
Or picked up one and took full run of it.
Cool.
And so and now is opening a second thing. His wife is going to be running Main Street Suites.
So what is that? What is that?
It's a sweet shop. Like
Is
candies?
it like candy or
no,
cake?
like pastries and eclairs.
I will be there
I know,
as
I
soon
bet-
as they open.
They're open.
Oh, they're open.
Get over there.
I will be there in 25 minutes.
Tell him Kevin sent you.
Sweet Lake is too far.
Yeah, I think they.
I'm excited
Wait,
for one in
it
Springfield.
is October. Yeah. They opened October 1st.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it is October.
Hell yeah.
Dang, it's October.
So
Yeah.
get over there.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll go
Right.
there.
But it's been so cool because it's a family that built and made success.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to see that. Like, I don't like accepting sponsors that I don't get behind.
Yeah.
My sponsors excite me, right? Like, it's genuine when I'm talking to them and I'm like, I'm not just I don't know, like, I'm not just taking money from them. Like, I'm excited to tell everybody about it. I want to do it regardless. Like I said, I didn't even bug my uncle yet.
Yeah.
He's just always been with me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to be with me again. So
hell yeah.
I believe in him.
Yeah.
And so, like, when when I'm talking to these guys, it's not just small talk to check when I'm like, hey, I'm really, it makes me really happy to see you win.
Yeah.
Right? It's genuine.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm so happy to be a part of that. And then I have Underdog Law just committed, and their thing, they support a lot of fighters. Michael Fuller, he's up in Portland, and like one of their slogans, I think it's local company, nationally respected. Basically, like the guy's a killer.
Yeah.
Like he represents the underdog. And he likes to go, like, takes on big cases. And then this guy, like, goes out and on his free time substitute teaches, works with schools, donates a large amount to schools a lot, including his time, which as a lawyer is a large amount.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like, it's somebody's time.
Yeah.
Is very valuable, especially when they're in a profession where they've learned to get the value out of their time.
Yeah.
Right? They've learned to get that dollar amount, incentive per hour. Right. So the fact that he's just giving his time is super cool.
Very
and he
cool.
does a lot for the community in Portland. Does a lot for the fighters too. Like always is supporting them. He's a guy who trains hard. So, strong body, strong mind, and a positive attitude. This guy can do anything in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to have him with me. He jumped with me last fight on 9 days notice, pitched me a check, helped me get there. And so I was super grateful for that. And then back to Strength Chiropractics in Eugene. These guys are awesome. They got like the massage center. They're more than just a chiropractor, right? I really stand behind that. It's an athlete who's taken over this practice. Another one. I saw this guy since the beginning. I was going over and seeing him when he was working at someone else's office. I saw him transition to this office with the goal of this will be my office. Now it is his office. And
That's cool.
He's running it, and like his mindset is next level. He's an athlete. He knows aches and pains. He is about being the best.
Yeah.
Whether it be from the training room or the doctor's office. Like, he takes pride in his work.
Yeah.
And it's super cool to see. And like, as I've gone in and worked with him on a lot of emergency cases, there's been times like, I remember a fight a while back, something happened. I jammed my neck up really bad, and no joke, couldn't look left, couldn't look right. The guy met me at 9 p.m. at his office and gave me an adjustment, made sure, like, not didn't just give me an adjustment, threw the whole kitchen sink at it, sat there, did the scraping, did the tens unit, did like little exercises that we ran through just to keep it, like, and he taught me stuff to take home so that, like, when I get home, I can keep doing it. So, like, he wants to see the results of his work. He doesn't just want to see the client come back over and over. Although, like, maintaining your body, it's a part of it, especially in what we do. So, you know, like, I'm very proud of that one. So I'm very proud to have all the sponsors that I have, including you guys, right? Yes. You guys jumped on with me and have stuck with me and are with me on this long run, whether there's a fight book, not that helps so much. Yeah. That's even just a little chunk of change each month makes a big difference because it's something I can count on. And it's something that, like, I can put over here. That could be my gas money to Portland. That could be my gym bill. I travel a lot. I need that gas money, man. Yeah. I like, I don't know if people realize how expensive it is to put in a professional camp.
So you go to Portland 3 or 4 times a week?
Yeah, I go to Portland 3 or 4 times a week. And then on top of that, like, I'll be working with Forever Strong and doing private lessons with at like a rate where essentially it's going to cost me like over $1,000 by the end of my camp invested into myself. And then that's just 2-3 times a week with them, not on top of 2-3 times a week that I'm paying a coach to hold pads for me. Those can range anywhere from $65 to $100 an hour. Dang. Yeah. So, but that's a coach fine tuning you. Yeah. That's not just like,
it's a necessary thing.
It's a necessary thing, right? So when I get sponsor money, I don't put it in my pocket. I'm a business. Yeah. I put it right back in to business. I want this business to grow. Right? Nobody ever grew a business by keeping every dime. Yeah. Right? Yeah, right. Right? Like, nobody, you have to put it in, right?
This podcast, for instance.
Yeah. Like, you got to put a lot into this. Yeah. And, but you only do this when you're confident. Yeah. Right? When you know that you're willing to do the work. Yeah. I'm willing to do the work. I still need some support from sponsors.
You're betting on yourself, and you know that people like us are also
betting. Yeah.
I know you're going to win.
You That's know, the thing. I take that into fights too. Like, I take that kind of stuff into my mentality as like, this isn't just me who believes in me. I have a community behind me. Absolutely. I have all of these people who cut me a check, all of these people who I train with, all of my teammates who put their bodies on the line, all of these people who want to see me win. That means so much to me. I got a family that wants to see me win. You know, like, I got friends that want to see me win. It means so much to me. I want to make them right. Right? Yeah. Like, I don't want them to have to be like, good job, though. You went out. Hey, I still support you. I want them to be like, yeah, boy. Hey, like, I bet on that guy. Hey, if you weren't, you lost.
Like, you know, well, there's always a return on investment. Right?
Nice ROI, baby. But, so, like, I want everybody to feel confident, and that means I got to do the work. Yeah. I want to be deserving of that support. That's very important to me. Like, you know how you avoid feeling like a fraud? You work your ass off and you do everything on your part and know that, like, what you have coming in, you earned. What support you have, you've earned. You're not a fraud. You're not a phony. You can get past that. Like I've heard of imposter syndrome. I've felt that before, but my way of trying to, like, make sure that never shows up again works so dang hard. Right? Like, and it's a thing where, like, even with my sponsors, like, I'm going to do my part by, like, trying to post about these things, trying to, like, keep them growing and, like, get ROI for them. I'm doing my part and I'm working for it so that I don't feel like I'm just receiving a charity. Right? I do everything I can to make sure I'm not receiving a charity, making sure that, like, I'm trying to offer a fair trade. And you know, there's going to be times when I was in the more regional shows where it was just people who are like, I believe in where you're going, not where you're at.
Yeah.
Like, who are like, I have faith that you'll get where you say you're going to get. So your word has to mean a lot. And your word only means a lot if you continue to follow it. Absolutely. And you continue to like make it true. Right. So, yeah.
So that being said, you're accepting sponsors.
I'm accepting sponsors, guys.
Hell yeah.
I would
help them out. Come on.
I would love to do a banner. Yeah. I would love to put them on my shorts.
Yeah.
I'd love to post about them. You know, stuff like a banner. A banner costs like $300.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cheap. Like, getting my shorts done isn't cheap. Like, buying the fight gear. So, like, on top of advertising for everybody, I'm also putting expenses in to make sure you're getting advertisement. Yeah. Right? Like, so that's, again, doing my part, too, not just pocketing it all.
Yeah. Well, and not to mention the fact that it's being streamed.
It's being streamed on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's like getting hundreds of thousands of views, right? Like, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, especially since it's going to stay on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not like they take it down.
Exactly. So. It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when I go out there and get this W, when I go out there and get this W, I'm going to be sharing it.
Hell yeah.
Guaranteed there's going to be clips of it. I might do something so dang cool that they share it and make it go viral.
Absolutely.
Right? So what about that? Jump on a sponsorship.
Jump on it.
Don't miss the opportunity to get 4 million at least.
Yes.
Right? Don't miss that opportunity because I'm aiming for a viral clip.
Hell
like,
yeah.
okay. Like,
yes, sir.
Let's speak that shit into existence. Yeah. I'm going for something viral.
Yes.
Me getting something sick. Right? Like, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Absolutely.
Right? And I'm excited.
We're excited.
So I can't wait. And I could use any of the sponsors we can get. Like, if any local company wants to jump on with me, like, I could really use the help.
Yes.
And if not, I'm a trooper, man.
You're gonna win anyways.
I make it no matter what.
Yeah.
I've got enough from the people that supported me where, like, and on top of, I'm gonna pitch in my own money, and it gets tough. Like I said, all I do is fight and coach.
Yep.
You know, like, I get another way that, like, locals can support me, like people who don't own businesses and stuff like that. I'm gonna start doing like sweatshirt sales and stuff like that. I actually have somebody who mentioned that they would help me put the money down.
Cool.
And you know, so I'll be returning that money as the sales come. But that's a way locals can help me buy some of my merch, you know, like,
oh yeah.
I got some cool t-shirts in the making and some cool hoodies in the making.
Well, we'll be sure to link that up when you get those things ready to go.
And then another way, guys, like, it's hard because not everybody's going to want to do this, but I love this so much. Get a private lesson from me.
Ah, yeah.
Get a private lesson from me.
Yeah.
That's my income.
Hell yeah.
Right? Like, if you want to come in, if your goal is to get in better shape and not necessarily learn how to fight, okay, cool. Guess what? I do that.
Yeah.
I get people in shape, and I'd use like a calisthenics like I would as a fighter. Trust me, I've been doing it. I have to be in the best shape to go into these fights.
Yep.
I receive a lot of coaching on this stuff. So yeah, get a private lesson from me. Let me earn that dollar.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want donations. I mean, if anybody wants to donate, I'm not saying I don't want it. I'm not a charity case, okay? I want to earn my money.
Yeah.
Right. And so,
but he will accept donations.
Yeah. But yeah. So like, get a private lesson. Come hang out with me for an hour. Yeah. Let me earn that dough. Right.
Hell
like,
yeah.
You know, I've got a few people who support me, but also get what they put in. They invest in themselves, and they see me once a week.
Well, and that's the thing, is they're getting an instant return on investment.
Exactly. They get an instant ROI.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. And there's guys like, it will change your life. And even if you just want to learn how to defend yourself.
There you go.
Right? There's no reason to be walking around these crazy streets and not know how to defend yourself. Yeah. You feel way better.
Oh, yeah.
When you know what you're doing. People generally jump into panic because they don't feel safe. I tell you what, it takes a whole lot for a guy like me to run into somebody on the street and feel like I'm about to hit you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to panic.
Yeah.
I know if something happens, I'm going to fold you into a pretzel. Like, you know, like,
Right.
or like I got enough striking. I've been hit in the face plenty of times. I know what it's like to get hit in the face. I'm not saying do a private lesson and let me hit you in the face. But knowing that you can defend yourself is an important tool, right?
Confidence.
Confidence.
Yep.
And just really, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
I promise. It's really fun.
Where can people reach you to be able to do that?
They can get a hold of me on Facebook. They can get a hold of me on Instagram, Kevin Boehm, MMA. It looks like Kevin Boehm. Yeah, just reach out to me on there and I will gladly set you up and come in and work with you. And, you know, like.
Where would that be?
In Springfield. So right now I'm running my private lessons over on 42nd in Maine over at 10th Planet Springfield. Okay. One of my home gyms I train at, you know, and just, you know, you can bring a friend. I could teach kids. I've taught kids. I could show your kid how to protect himself. Nice. I could discipline them a little bit, you know, like, just little things like that. If they don't, you know, start introducing them into some sort of coaching structure. I work with adults. I work all over, and I put a lot of effort into my coaching, and I feel confident in saying like, I have knowledge in this stuff that I could share.
Hell yeah.
Right. And I want to help people. And so if you don't own a company and you don't sponsor, and essentially every company wants a return on investment. So should each individual. Come do a private lesson with me, come hang out. I'll set it up and we can just go do that. And it helps me helps me pay my bills, helps me keep the lights on. That's what I do for a living. Yep. So if you want to support a small business, go do it. Yeah. Right? Like,
so that being said, now, since you're in Portland so often, are you available to do anything in Portland?
I'm sure if somebody got a hold of me, I could figure that out there.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no doubt that I could probably do something up there.
Because I know your home gym's here, but you know, you got fans in Portland too. So
yeah, people in Portland want to do it. Get a hold of me and we'll line it up. I'll make it happen.
Cool.
You know, it's a matter of pay your dues where you go, pay the gym fee, and then pay me. And or you pay me, I pay the gym. Yep. You know, that's good business for everybody.
Absolutely.
And then in return, like, I pay you with an awesome workout.
Hell yeah.
Or learning how to strike. It doesn't have to be, you know, if people are out there like nervous about their like physical shape, like, or worried that like they're so new. I want new. Yeah. I want people
clean slate
can have goals. I want people who want to better themselves. I want to help, right? I love doing that. And I love showing that like I have a skill set that could help change your life.
Absolutely.
Right. Cool. And so jump on.
Oh, yeah. Get on it. And he will accept donations.
And I will accept donations.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you coming today, man.
Heck yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hey, just so everybody knows too, the Wandering Mind podcast has the first announcement of my fight.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
Tune in. Make that a clip.
All right, brother. Thanks, man.